Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into some shocking facts about vaping and smoking that you might not know. You know, the kind of facts that make you pause and say, DFTBA? Yeah, those ones. Because we often hear about the dangers of smoking, but vaping is often portrayed as a safer alternative. But is it really? Let's find out. So, you might have heard that vaping is somehow better than smoking, but let's be clear. Vaping is not harmless. In fact, many vaping products contain a cocktail of harmful chemicals, some of which you might recognize from like high school chemistry class. I'm talking about things like formaldehyde, which, reminder, is used to preserve dead things. And then there's acrolein, which is more commonly found in herbicides, not exactly the kind of stuff you want to be inhaling into your lungs, right? And what's even more concerning is that the long-term effects of these chemicals are still largely unknown. We're kind of in uncharted territory here, and we're all part of this giant experiment, which frankly is a little terrifying, right? It's like we know these chemicals are bad in other contexts, but we're just kind of hoping for the best when it comes to inhaling them. And that brings us to a larger point. Just because something is marketed as a safer alternative doesn't mean it's safe. It's like choosing between arsenic and cyanide. Sure, one might be slightly less deadly, but neither is going to do you any favors. Okay, let's talk about smoking for a second. We all know it's bad for you, but I don't think we fully grasp just how deadly it is. Did you know that smoking causes more deaths than alcohol, car accidents, and drug overdoses combined? Let that sink in for a moment. It's like we're constantly bombarded with statistics about the dangers of all these other things. But then smoking just kind of fades into the background. But the reality is it's a silent killer that's claiming millions of lives every year. And the worst part is it's entirely preventable. Every single one of those deaths could have been avoided if people hadn't started smoking in the first place. It's heartbreaking, you know? Okay, back to vaping. One of the biggest misconceptions out there is that vaping is a safe way to quit smoking. And sure, it might be slightly less harmful than traditional cigarettes, but that doesn't make it safe. It's like saying that jumping out of a second-story window is safer than jumping out of a 10th-story window. Technically true, but neither option is ideal. The reality is vaping still delivers nicotine, which is highly addictive. And as we discussed earlier, it also exposes your lungs to a bunch of other harmful chemicals. So while it might seem like a healthier alternative, it's really just trading one set of risks for another. It's like if you're trying to quit smoking, vaping might seem like a step in the right direction, but it's more like taking a detour that still leads to the same dangerous destination. Okay, this one's for the non-smokers and non-vapers out there. You might think you're safe because you're not the one puffing away, but here's the thing. Secondhand smoke is a real danger. When someone smokes a cigarette or vapes, they're not just harming their own body, they're releasing harmful chemicals into the air that everyone around them has to breathe. And these chemicals don't discriminate. They can cause cancer, heart disease, and a whole host of other health problems in anyone who's exposed to them, including children, pregnant women, and even pets. It's like, imagine someone throwing a bucket of toxic waste into a swimming pool. Sure, they're the ones who dumped it, but everyone in the pool is going to be affected. We've talked about the immediate dangers of smoking and vaping, but it's important to remember that the real damage often doesn't show up for years or even decades. Smoking is a major risk factor for a whole host of chronic diseases, including lung cancer, heart disease, stroke, emphysema, and chronic bronchitis. And these aren't just minor inconveniences, they're life-altering conditions that can significantly impact your quality of life. Imagine struggling to breathe every day, needing an oxygen tank just to get around, or being diagnosed with a life-threatening illness. These are the very real consequences of smoking, and they're consequences that can haunt you for years to come. It's like you're essentially playing a game of Russian roulette with your health, and the odds are not in your favor. Thanks for watching. If you found these facts eye-opening, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more informative content. And more importantly, please share this information with your friends and family. The more we know about the risks of smoking and vaping, the better equipped we are to make informed decisions about our health. Because ultimately, knowledge is power, and when it comes to our health, we deserve to be empowered to make the choices that are best for us. Stay healthy and informed. Don't forget to subscribe to Top 10 Videos for more great content.